first game. Now we're going to switch over, run it back again. A chance for redemption by our friends here on the Spartan Strike Squad.
Halo Grey
just kind of got rolled.
Another good RTS.
You know, if anybody really wants to change up your leaders, feel free. At this point, I don't want there to be any excuses. If Spartan Strike, if you don't want to be Spartans or UNSC anymore, it doesn't matter. Just whatever you guys need to do, I encourage you to do it.
If you don't want to be brutes, you don't have to do that either.
I'm going to go on a limb and probably guess that Team Brute Force is really not going to. Why change what
why,
works? Right?
Why change? And I mean, we really should be, continuing to see these new leaders that are coming out. And if you're just joining us, we are checking out brand new Halo Wars 2 content that is slated to drop in just a few days. The 26th. We've waited. We pined after this. We're super excited. It's finally here. And I'm Grimp. This is Sketch. We're checking out not only some of the new leaders, Pavium and Vortis, but we're mainly checking out the 2 new maps. We just played on Mirage. Now we're going to Fissures. And what we are seeing, is the brand new Spectator Mode. The much ballyhooed from fans, and it is really kind of a fan and community-driven feature set.
For sure.
Which a lot of our community has actually talked about how much they've enjoyed kind of the support post-launch and all of the everything from new content rolling out to balance updates and changes. And I think Spectator Mode is a great example of really directly kind of taking some of the fan feedback and making some additions that are just some of the cool features that it's going to make for helping run tournaments, or even just getting in close and checking out some of these units up close.
Yeah, it's great.
It's going to be really awesome. Great for streamers.
So
super excited.
We're jumping in now on, I don't know, depending on how you want to pronounce it, Fissures. Yeah, we're on Fissures, one of 2 new maps coming out next Tuesday for free. And this is the rematch between Team Spartan Strike and Brute Force. So we're going to stick with Spartan Strike here on the beginning. I'm just curious to see how the early game goes, because I think they fell behind right out of the gate last time.
Right out of the gate.
Never really got a chance to kind of regain footing, and the Brute brothers just
maybe they should have gone with
them.
Spartan Assaulters instead of Strikers.
You know, I
been more mobile.
I'm rooting for Spartan Strike here. I really want to see these guys represent.
That's true.
I know they have skills. I've seen their skills.
I don't know if they can overcome just the sheer magnitude of the entity that is #Corey, though. Team Corey.
Yeah, well,
it's really become, it's almost like its own leader.
It is. I mean, Corey goes ham when she gets out on that battlefield. So let's not. I do like this hitting the back button here as spectator.
Yeah, I love it.
Kind of check out the production, kind of see what's going on here. We see. I don't know which one's which, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that's Clay or Corey, but someone's got an upgrade in process. Kind of nice. We can cycle through here.
Who do we have? Tori, who are you playing as? All right. So Pavium.
Okay.
So we've got Pavium with the remarkable, amazing, incredible hat.
Okay.
And then so that would have Clay as Vortis.
Vortis is like Buckethead. Okay. I hear some fighting, so let's jump back here and let's go back into free cam. I don't see no real conflicts happening on the map, but I'm going to scroll over here. Just to reiterate, I see some questions keep popping up. We are showing off spectator mode. You're allowed to have 1 spectator mode in the lobby at a time, and it doesn't really take away a player slot because you can still have a 3v3 game and have an additional person join in as spectator. You mentioned tournaments earlier, Jeff. Another cool feature that we haven't talked a lot about is that Halo Wars 2 is also getting arena integration on Xbox One as a cool platform feature.
That's true.
So we are hoping to have more. We can show and talk about that next week.
Yep.
I'm excited to hear more about it, but I think arena mixed with spectator, mixed with all these leaders, we could see some really cool things happening for this game. We know we have a really tight-knit, hardcore community.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited with some of these features, and really the combination of a lot of these features, too, are going to do for, even further extending the life of the game. We have an awesome community, and I can't wait to see what kind of things they come up with and show us.
So this is a little bit of a reversal from last match. We have Team Spartan Strike with the early push, trying to do a little base damage here.
It's true.
Not sure where blue team is. I'm going to jump back over to blue team. Let's see what's going on.
Well, we do. You can already see, blue team has now captured 2 extra mini bases, and I feel like this is kind of where it starts. You can see that center spot right there. Strikers are trying to retake that, but I feel like Brute Force it doesn't mind building backward, building back and kind of using the depth of the map, which they used to their advantage last time for sure.
I really like just the nuance of not only can I see my white view here on the mini-map, but I could see, the team that I'm following. I can see where their view on the mini-map is too.
Absolutely.
Kind of give you a sense of where they're looking, how they're thinking about the map strategically. We're starting to see that infused goo show up on the map already.
And if, for those of you who are just joining us, you want to walk through some of these options here for the cameras as well. Like right now, you're using a free cam.
I'm in free cam, but I'm still technically kind of assigned to the blue team. So you can see it's telling me use my left and right triggers here to cycle through. So normally you would see your friend's gamer tag. You kind of know who you're watching. We're playing on dev kits here, so these are not super helpful to me.
Ridiculously weird gamer tags on the dev kits, as always.
We are still seeing Spartan Strike kind of just chipping away down here. This turret's probably going to make sure.
I almost wonder if they feel like they just hung back a little too much and they didn't harass enough, so brute force was able to just kind of amass. We see a lot more harassment going on.
So the Fog of War feature, someone's asking, is really just kind of, if you really want to see the other team's view and kind of what their Fog of War is, you can. Or if you just want to be able to show off the whole battlefield as a spectator and show off the whole map, you turn off Fog of War. So now my whole mini-map is now no more Fog of War in my field of view.
It reminds me, in a lot of ways, there are some features that are similar but obviously tailored specifically to RTS, just like our Spectator Mode for Halo 5 is, where in Halo 5 you can see, either outlines or different information on that.
Somebody in chat, at the outset said they should just go full flame, and
that's
I feel like it's working pretty good right now.
I think they're really channeling the orange of Spartan Strike into this here. Orange is the best color.
We are off to a much better start here for Team Spartan Strike, as we can see.
They are
Max and Isaac kind of combining forces here, just leveling that.
Is that their main base too? Oh no, they pulled back, so they did build a second.
Okay, but still, Brute Brothers right now, Team Brute Force does have their backs against the wall. Yeah, the momentum has shifted greatly since game one.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is nice. Look at that, cool.
Neat.
Yeah, both these new maps have some nice depth to them for sure.
I remember talking early, actually, even when Halo Wars 2 first launched, talking with Jeremy Cook, who is the art director on this, is that obviously you're not able to, like in a first-person shooter, you're not able to kind of get the grandeur of a skybox above you. So one of the ways that they tried to kind of imply the grand scale of the arc was to look at the depth instead and use things like crevices and canyons to give this impression of a huge massive structure, which I think they did awesome, and you only see coming to the forefront again in these new DLC maps.
Okay, let's do another prize time, Jeff, real quick while we're thinking about it, because we've only got about probably 20 minutes, so we have to wrap this stream to make room for our friends getting Pro League back this week for Halo 5. So you're back in the hot seat, figuring out how you want to give away a prize to one of our viewers. I got two more little prizes.
Okay. Well, we just said a second ago that once Pavium and Voridus launch, we will be at a total of 16 leaders for Halo Wars 2, which is pretty awesome. When the game launched, though, we launched with 6 original leaders. First person to type in the chat the 6 original leaders in the chat. Who are the 6 original leaders? I'll give you a hint. It was 3 Banished and 3 UNSC. 6 original leaders. Who was it? And Dr. Leo, you can't win again.
But I hope Dr. Leo sticks around so we make sure we can understand how to
Cutter
get
Forge,
this prize
Andrew,
to him.
Isabel, Decitrox. Do we give?
It's up to you here, Graham. If that meets your bar, then by all means, it's totally your call.
You know what? I think we're going to. So diverse something.
All right.
Diverse V1.
And for you, we have another combo prize.
Oh, combo prize.
A lot of our prizes today are Banished themed. We have a heat-changing Banished coffee mug, and
I might keep
this thing will make you the envy of all your hip friends. It is the
yes.
One Little Demon's chained wallet.
That's right.
So congratulations.
It's not a trendy wallet if it doesn't have a chain.
Let's get back to the action here real quick. We have one more prize we'll give away right before the end of the stream, so stay tuned for that.
Put this back here too.
Meanwhile, you know, I
Prizes.
still see
I
plenty.
think I'm seeing a little more ketchup mustard action
I
going
see
on
a lot
than
of
the blue here.
Blue's been losing a lot of units, but quietly building off bases.
Yeah.
I think down in the lower part of the map.
That was a well grouped.
So whoever we're
Blue.
watching now is completely out of units. Need to train some more. Let's see what the other
got a real
brute
full
force
pop cap
team here is
available.
also having some problems. It's still this opening rush, sort of hardcore
Paying
flame
dividends.
squad. Just
It's interesting because I feel like Spartan Strikers really have the mobility and the army and the units themselves, but we are starting to see the scales tip a little bit from an actual base and an infrastructure standpoint back to brute force over
so
here.
brute force has multiple bases, but almost no units.
Yeah,
It's going to be hard to dig themselves out of this one.
it's going to be
Spartan
interesting.
Strike definitely.
Could Spartan Strike like take down these bases though, and before brute force is able to kind of amass a counterattack? Because I feel like once they do, that pendulum can swing real quick.
Gotcha. It looks like
Forge is down.
Looks like Grim. It's being pointed out that you may have picked an incorrect winner. Who
Did I?
may have been not 100% accurate in his answer. You might
Left out.
We might need. You know, we could go back through the chat and find the next most recent correct answer.
No. Guy one forgot Shipmaster. It's true. Apparently, so did I.
I see people in chat accusing people of being toxic. You know what is
Wow.
toxic? Infused goo.
Infusion gel.
Yeah,
That's
infusion gel.
true.
You know, I haven't
That's
called
right.
it, I think, since I
We
first
should
saw
have
that.
called it Goo, because Goo Shooter is awesome.
We got a leader point back. I'm going to jump across the map here. A little bit of skirmish going on. It looks like another one of the brute force's bases is under a massive assault. Look at that starting army just
Nice.
rolling. Infantry all the way. Max and Isaac have a whole new strategy for Game 2, and so far it's working out wonderfully for them.
Oh, man.
Get wrecked. I'm seeing the chat saying get wrecked. What happened to hashtag Corey? Where's all these fair weather
Come
fans?
on now.
No one's cheering on the brute force team right now. Everyone just jumped ship. R.I.P. the brutes. Yep, I think maybe the
way it
viewers are onto
goes.
something here. So Jeff, I know we are currently working on some plans to try and do another little fun stream for next week to commemorate the launch of Awakening the Nightmare, right?
Yeah,
And I know
true.
we're still trying to figure out what that's going to be, but probably going to be on launch day, safe to assume. And hopefully a lot of the same folks that are here today from the team will be back with us.
We are at the very least planning on it being a fun time. That's
Who
the
knows?
only thing
Maybe
that we can
we'll,
usually ever guarantee is that we will at least have fun.
We have more. I know we have more prizes, bigger prizes. I'm
Yes,
told.
we
Bigger,
do.
grandiose prizes.
We
You
do.
know, I'm going to try to get some 5x5 codes, maybe give away a couple copies of Awakening the Nightmare for some of our viewers that may not have it yet. Maybe we'll jump in Terminus Firefight, even match against with some of these folks.
Yeah, that'd
here,
be fun.
Some of our community brethren. Meanwhile, though,
Oh, dude, man, these mega turrets just firing in. That's just fantastic.
Oh, that is the mega turret. I like the mega turret. I only see blue structures have diminished greatly. I don't really know. No, that's that new.
I feel like that's a good use right there.
That new beam that kind of leaves that nice infused gel on the ground.
Are they going to be able to get healed up in time? These choppers are coming in. Oh, nice use of raining down some debris from the Enduring Conviction.
There goes that mega turret.
Uh-oh.
Took that thing down. This might be a death
That was
blow.
a solid play to try to take Garrett, but they've got another one over on the left side.
Yep. Now, will it? I guess it can. It actually shoot that close? Because right now it's not. Oh, it's just very slow. There. Oh, it sure can. What a devastating blow from that mega turret. A little bit of a squad here of brutes doing what they can to try to defend their homestead, but it's not looking good for Team Brute Force.
Oh, man.
Let's push way
Looks
in
like
here.
we're going to even this up.
I really like those new Grenadier brutes. We are probably going to tie this up, which is awesome, but also sad because we will not have time for a tiebreaker. But you know what? The rematch of the century next week in celebration of Awakening the Nightmare launch. I think
rubber match indeed.
That's going to be winner take all.
We now know at least one thing that we're going to do for the launch stream.
It's going to be the
there we go.
Brute Force Spartan Strike rematch.
Now, I see Breezy Starfish. Does anybody know if the items in the giveaway will be available to purchase? I do believe.
They all are.
Yep.
Some of them are at different stores than others, I believe. First stop might be to check through the Halo Gear store, which you can access right there on via
HaloWaypointStore.com.
with our Jinx
And
partners.
if you ever have questions about where you can find a particular item, our consumer products team is ridiculously awesome and has a huge array, just a giant eclectic menagerie of awesome Halo products for you to choose from. And if you ever have any questions about it, like where to find something, or even maybe thoughts or suggestions on an existing product, or maybe something you'd like to see, don't hesitate to hit them up on Twitter, especially at Halo Gear.
Yes.
That is, they're usually really responsive, really active. We work with them to do fun social activities all the time, so definitely hit them up on social at Halo Gear if you've got consumer products questions specifically. And of course, for general Halo knowledge, you can hit us on Twitter at Halo. Facebook at Halo as well.
I don't know if we maybe kind of wrote
We
these
have
guys
a little
off
bit of a
little
comeback,
too
like
early. Like Brute Force is just will not
apparently
go
it's,
away. And we might be seeing Spartan Strike went so heavy on early infantry units that I'm not sure that's going to sustain long term here. We might be seeing.
Join the matches in progress at the conclusion.
Oh wow! Can you imagine the
Halo,
outrage
man.
from the?
They would be beyond
our
angry.
HCS viewership. We don't want to do that, of course.
No,
we
we
will
wouldn't
have
do
to
that.
wrap, even if we have to. You know what? We may just have to pull out a phone and take this party to Periscope. We probably
I see this time to get a Halo Wars
we probably have about 10
channel,
more minutes,
guys,
maybe realistically, of stream time before we're going to have to.
Oh
shut
no,
this
we
thing
see
down.
R.I.P. Corey. Oh man, there's even we have Hypebot doing a giveaway. Shaping Sickness just won a giveaway that we weren't even a part of.
What's Hypebot giving away?
I don't know. I wonder if Hypebot's giving away our stuff.
Well, speaking of, in case we do run out of time, Jeff, why don't you go ahead and figure out how you want to give away our last prize for today's stream?
That's true. I've been thinking about
It's
it.
back on you. We got one more prize to give
All
away.
right.
We probably are going to have to wrap this stream up within 10 minutes. So
This is going to be.
don't know if we're going to be able to see the conclusion of this epic battle here. But look at this! All of a sudden,
Dude,
Brute Force back again.
it's interesting.
This
We
is-
got full pop cap as well.
This has really been a battle. We wrote these guys off early, and they just have not gone away.
I love the aptly named victory turret. I don't know if it's a little premature or not.
I mean, 5
Look at
minutes
this,
ago, this
BTC
fickle
Slick.
chat was saying R.I.P. Corey.
Yep, the
Pray
fam
for
just
Corey.
giving up on Corey.
Now everyone's saying Corey for the win. Never count Corey out. It's a kind of a fickle chat, but we love it. Pretty big. This could be a very decisive. The outcome of this skirmish here could have huge repercussions for this match.
All right, so we ready to do a prize
when
giveaway?
you're ready, why don't you go for a prize giveaway?
All right. So, what was the name of the ODST squad in our most recent Operation Spearbreaker DLC? What was the name of the ODST squad? They had a code name. It was not Corey Sucks. That is incorrect and not nice. Space Mailman, Sunray.
All right,
Boom.
Space Mailman.
You know what? We've got Tank Slack with Boomerang Company, which is also like correct. Sunray is what we're looking for. Boomerang Company is the greater. So Sunray. The sun is on fire, and so is the spirit of fire. Right here, we've got this Dark Horse.
I think it's a
Here we go,
limited
Space
edition.
Mailman.
Spirit of Fire.
This is for you.
Infusion Wake is ready now. I did see hashtag Corey must be woke, and we just had the Infusion Wake ability come
We should really
online,
be keeping
so
track of this. I don't remember who won.
We're
We're going to have to go back and watch
I
this.
really hope we can scroll
I
back through
know-
the chat, unless maybe
I
someone
know
like Sticker Boy or
Space
Snickerdoodle
Mailman, Dr. Leo.
might be able to help us out here. And
That's true.
we are a little low on
Sticker
resources
Boy,
right now.
Snickerdoodle. They'll help us. They'll be able to help. One of you guys, make sure you go back through and help us write these down because we're not
Actually,
writing
you know
them
what'd be
down.
even easier?
We'll make sure you get.
What would
your
be
stuff
easier is if each of our 3 winners maybe just tweeted at you on Twitter.
That's true.
That would be a great
True.
way.
And
to
if like
kinda-
8 people tweet at me, I know there are some shenanigans
yeah,
going on.
exactly.
That's going to happen. Be like, I won.
So,
So if you did win, tweet at me.
Jeff,
We'll figure out a way to
while we've
corroborate
been giving away
the,
prizes,
yeah.
slowly but surely we're down to Team Spartan Strike only has two I guess, 3 bases
Yeah,
left.
they have 3 bases.
A main base and 1 mini. Blue team has really kind of got themselves back into a good position here.
Yeah.
We are running low on
It's
time
interesting,
for our
though,
stream,
like
though.
the difference, and I'm not sure if maybe it's part of the way just the map itself plays out. But you remember our last match on Mirage, every base was full. Every base pad was occupied by someone. Here, we've got 3 bases, 3 main base slots, and at least 1 mini base slot that is just kind of either been ignored, and maybe that's to save some resources, or maybe that's just to get into the action. Maybe it's by necessity.
Halo, Dr. Leo, and Space Mailman won the last 2 prizes. All right, cool, cool.
All right. Thanks, Halo.
Space Mailman, I wouldn't brag about not even having ever played Operation Spearbreaker.
We had one in between. We had Dr. Leo, we had Space
We've
Mailman.
given away 3 prizes. 3 prizes.
Yeah, we had the one in the middle.
Look at this skirmish here. This is probably going to be a game-deciding battle, if only for the fact that we're going to have to terminate this stream very soon. I'm guessing we have at least 5 minutes, but not much longer.
Flaming Ender. Grim, you betrayed me. I did nothing of the sort. At least not knowingly.
Looking over to production here. It's 3:45. We got it. Do we have a hard stop of our production crew? Just what's our comfort level here?
We have a request from the Uncle Kazus. Can Corey become a DLC leader?
About 3:55. Okay, we got about 10 minutes here.
I think
so
really the biggest thing that would stand in the way about that is you know, usage rights, usage issues with likeness rights and things like that.
look at this battle. You know what? I've also seen some questions in here. Somebody, Tank Slap, I think, has been very eager and excited to see the weekly update, which will be coming tomorrow, which is Thursday, the regular day. But I think we can look forward to another bit of lore about our new leaders, correct?
We can. We can indeed. Last week in the community update, we looked at Vortis, some background lore there. So tomorrow, we are going to take an equally teasy lore look at Pavium. It's going to be awesome. And his glorious noggin.
Remember that we will be back for a stream next week. Stay tuned. We'll have those details. We will have more prizes. I know some people are upset that they didn't get a chance to win a prize, but we've got more to go around. Don't sweat it.
Something I was thinking about doing. I don't know if like anybody would want to. I was thinking of we just got all the achievement images in that showcase stills from the ridiculously cool blur cutscenes. If you want me to include one of those achievement images in tomorrow's update, press 1. Actually, type 1. Type 1. Has to be spelled out.
Somebody wants to know if you can write some lore and they can get a cannon fodder on Corey.
I
don't know what we've created
We could
here.
make that happen.
I feel like if there's not a leader named
like
Corey in the expansion on Tuesday, some people are going to be really upset. Some people don't know the whole history. They're just joining us. They think Corey is a very powerful new brute leader, which technically I guess she is.
Technically,
yeah.
She is commanding the brutes, so really she is leading the brutes.
You know, this has really turned into one hell of a back and forth
Dude, this
battle.
is incredible. We might have to.
It was 20 minutes ago. We were basically phoning this in. We said it was done.
That's
Spartan Strike was going to be the victor. We were already talking about the epic rematch next week, and this is right back to anyone's game right now.
Well, we already have our epic rematch, I think, right here.
Anyone's game. Yoda
We're still on blue. We're dropping PopCap, like, seriously. They only have 6 units left, so that's whether they've got any.
This base is in trouble.
And not a lot of resources to work with, so, uh-oh.
It's time to go all in, guys. We got hard stop in 7 minutes, so we don't want to leave our viewers hanging. If you've got anything up your sleeve, you've been sitting on any ultimates, now is your time.
How do we break a tie?
One of our brute force teams is officially out of units. Their base is under extreme duress. Hey, let's zoom way in here, show off that new enhanced zoom that Spectator offers. Look at all that fire. It's glorious. Raining down. I'm hearing a lot of good communication over here to my right from Team Spartan Strike. And just like that, look at that annihilation.
Oh, man.
Spartan Strike, what happened?
Oh, base down, though.
Base is down. They lost a lot of units, but they lost that base. That leaves
now, actually, base is
Brute Force has one little mini base hiding back here,
in favor.
and they've got this last
Spartan Strikers.
One main base remaining.
Look, you can actually, and you can see all the units just starting to converge now.
It's time to make your move, Spartan Strike. We've got 6 minutes left
Now it
until
looks
we have to shut
like
this
over on
down.
the west side of the map, it looks like they're actually taking a base plot just north of
stay
where
in,
they're
up
at.
here?
Yep,
Yep,
just
you're right.
building it
Good
right
call, Graham. We had Team Brute Force snuck away, trying to get another base established just to kind of keep themselves in this match.
And we got Spartan Strikers coming from that high base. Oh, I'm actually surprised that they went down and didn't.
Because they don't know about it. They don't remember they've got Fog of War.
That's right,
They do not
that's right.
know.
They don't
In
have
fact,
that X button.
we could turn the Fog of War back on, and we'll see that they don't know what's happening over here.
That's true.
We do. See?
How many campaign missions will there be? The Uncle Kazoo. I believe we have talked about this, and it's 5 missions. So if we haven't revealed that before, we have now. Pretty confident that we've talked about it.
You know, one thing we might want to do next week, if for people that are interested, that don't
Yeah.
mind a spoiler, I'd love to show like a blur cutscene
I
maybe. As part of our
think
stream,
showing
right?
a blur cutscene maybe next week would be pretty awesome.
Of course, we
In
can give
case
it,
people are a little on the fence about picking it up. It's
We're at-
it's pretty awesome.
We're at 3:50. We're going to have to cut the stream off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So just to kind of recap, I'm Sketch, this is Grim Brother 1. We are showing off Spectator Mode for Halo Wars 2, along with 2 new maps, Mirage and Fissures. All of that's included in the update that's coming out next Tuesday for free to everyone that owns Halo Wars 2 for Windows 10
That's right.
and Xbox One. And also, our Awakening the Nightmare expansion will also drop on Tuesday as well, which includes the 2 new leaders that we're seeing here today that we call the Brute Brothers, our new, my favorite mode in the game by far, Terminus Firefight, our 3-player co-op mode, and then that sweet new Vanish campaign expansion.
That's true. On both Xbox One and Windows 10 PC.
Come on,
Pretty
Spartan
awesome.
Strike, you guys are so close. This is their last main
got a
base.
leader point too.
Remember, though, they don't know that Brute Force
True.
did sneak off and get another mini base established. So
They're just coming right on there. Like,
You
will
know,
they be
if
able to
we-
amass anything? I wonder if they're
they're
going to
looking for it. They're looking. They don't
Yeah.
know where it is right now. We do
Uh-oh.
with
They've
the
got yellow.
power
They're
of
coming
Fog
north.
of War.
We got coming north. Here we go. We got the fog of war
Make
opened
your
up.
push, guys. Make your push. I'd love to see
There it
it.
is.
I'd love to have a definitive winner.
There
They
it
found the
is.
base. They found
We
the
got
base.
4 minutes left for this.
Can they get their units here before we have to cut the stream? And speaking of cut the stream, if you didn't catch us earlier, today is the exciting return of Halo Championship Series Pro League.
Yep,
Our North
that's true.
America Pro League resumes after a 2-week break. They're back in play today. A lot on the line this year,
true.
this season, with culminating with our finals taking place at DreamHack
Yeah,
Denver.
we just had an awesome event in London. We had HCS London there. Oh, there it is.
Enemy has lost all their bases. We just got the
Do we have a
confirmation, and
victory?
that is
We've
it.
got confirmation of
Right
victory.
under the wire.
That's right.
Team Spartan
Dude.
Strike ties it up 1-1. Amazing comeback, guys.
We've already had some epic competitive action before Pro League even started.
What a
That's
match.
incredible.
I
Well
really
done.
hope we can get Team Brute Force, Team Spartan Strike back in here next
Yeah.
Tuesday for the definitive winner-take-all showdown. Appreciate today's matches.
like it.
Great gameplay. 2 new maps, Spectator Mode. It's all coming out Tuesday.
It's awesome.
Check Waypoint tomorrow for
Sure.
Grim Brother 1's weekly update for some additional information, including some lore deep dives into our second new leader.
Yep.
And I'm
We
getting the
appreciate
word.
you guys for coming out. Thank you.
You know,
for
if you want to
joining
hang
us.
out, stick around, watch
Yeah.
some of the best Halo 5 competitive players go toe-to-toe in North America. That's kicking off on this channel in just 8 more minutes. So
Yep.
with that, I think we're getting the signal to wrap things up. Thank you again for tuning in to our Halo Wars 2 live stream. We'll be back next Tuesday to celebrate Awakening the Nightmare. Stay tuned. We'll have the date.
Yep. Big week next week.
We'll have the time for you very soon. So thanks for watching. We'll see you online.
See you guys.